So guys, welcome back once again. If you are new to this channel, do well to like this channel videos, share this channel videos, always leave a free Nnamdi Kanu in the comment section, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button and turn on this channel notification bell so that you won't be missing any training update about Nnamdi Kanu, as all what you'll be getting here are trending verified and legit updates about Nnamdi Kanu. So guys, you know, I recently told you guys that the ICC have now took it upon themselves. They've taken full responsibility and they've intervened for Nnamdi Kanu because they've seen the judicial errors that was made by Justice James Omotosho of the Federal High Court on Nnamdi Kanu. Now they've taken it upon themselves that this man needs to be punished. They've made decisions. After coming together to think of it, they finally come to a conclusion. And what is that conclusion? The conclusion now is to sentence Justice James Omotosho of the Federal High Court to life imprisonment, because that is what he deserves. There is no greater news than hearing this. Omotosho will be sentenced to life imprisonment for sentencing Nnamdi Kanu to life imprisonment. He will need to also face his own punishment, and Nnamdi Kanu will be released. You know, when I keep telling you guys that Nnamdi Kanu had no case to answer, you guys thought I was joking. In 2022, the appeal court told Nnamdi Kanu that no other court has the power to try Nnamdi Kanu. And Justice James Omotosho had to go beyond that to sentence Nnamdi Kanu to life imprisonment using several terrorism-related charges on Nnamdi Kanu, which was never true. They all forged those reports, and we all know that Nnamdi Kanu is innocent of all those things they plan against him. Now he will need to face his punishment. This is what he deserves. Without wasting more time, there are several video clips that will be displayed on your screen so that we'll be getting into full details of the day. Watch those particular videos to the end, and when we are back, we'll be getting into full details so that we'll know how the ICC delivered the judgment and sentenced Justice James Omotosho to life imprisonment. Watch those videos to the end.
Never be tried in any court of law in Nigeria.
Say it again.
That's what the law says.
Say it again.
Anybody standing in trial or coming to try me is a terrorist. That's what their law says. As simple as that. Not me. As simple as that. Section 2, subsection 3F of Terrorism Prevention and Prohibition Act. That's what it says. Any court considered to try me is committing an act of terrorism. Yes. Very clear. You cannot violate a treaty that Nigeria entered into and then come to try that very person is not done anywhere in the world. So you must be aware of that. So that is why there is all these ridiculous delays. That is what Supreme Court said. I did not jump bail. My home was invaded. They came to kill me and I survived. They came to Kenya to kidnap me, brought me back to this country and seeking to try me, which the law says cannot happen. You cannot violate a treaty that Nigeria entered into and then hope to stand on that illegality to conduct a trial. Is not done anywhere in the world. And it happened in my case.
The Yoruba people have a saying, and I go translate them to pidgin, so that if you understand. Yoruba people have a saying. Yoruba people say, if they play drum for your back to encourage you go fight, as you dance, they go fight the fight to the drum. Make you they stop once a while, they look back. Why? Because if you don't stop to they follow you go the fight, they play the drum loud. You hear? Yoruba people too wise. They say if they play drum to encourage you go fight, as you they go fight the fight with the drum sound for your back, make you they stop once a while, they look your back. Why? Because those people they follow you with drum, if you don't stop, they play the drum loud.
You can't just win Nnamdi Kanu. It doesn't matter who you are. I am not talking about Nigeria here. I am talking about Britain, British government. Now I know the reason more why they never asked after Nnamdi Kanu till tomorrow. It might interest you to know that Nnamdi Kanu is a British citizen. He has their passport. And till tomorrow, they never asked after Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu will always say it the way it is. If Britain could not stand Nnamdi Kanu, how do you think that Nigeria could stand Nnamdi Kanu? And that is why Nnamdi Kanu's spirit cannot just be broken. All these things that are happening, the young man is unshakable. His spirit, for once, has never been broken. Once you hear him, you know that this guy knew what he's saying. Nnamdi Kanu is more than 101% of what he's saying. Hear him out here. I'm not talking about Nigeria here. I am talking about the Great Britain. He just, simple question, just less than 1 minute video. He dismantled everywhere. Nobody can win Nnamdi Kanu. Nobody. If Britain cannot stand Mazen Nnamdi Kanu or win Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, how do you think that Nigeria can stand or win Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is as incorruptible as anything you can think of. He's an incorruptible entity. You can't stand him. You can't stand Mazen Nnamdi Kanu face to face and argue with him because everything is laid bare. Everything is open. How would you? How would you? Most incorruptible. That is what I call him. Most incorruptible. Thank you for watching. Follow me for more updates. Like, share, comment on my view.
Why did Britain leave the EU? Daily, I'm asking you, are they not Christians? Are they not Democrats? Don't they believe in free trade and voting people in and voting them out? But then, why did Britain leave the EU? Why? The same Britain that left the EU is asking me not to leave Nigeria. Nigeria that is only 100 years old. Your grandfather was not a Nigerian. Was not. So why must you throw away the history of your family, the rich history of Yoruba people, because a white man called the place Nigeria? Why must you do that? Why? Can I go to England and name them and name them Albania and say all your history is now gone? We are doing our ancestors a disservice. And let me tell you why Black Africa cannot go forward. Some people, not you, some people accepted this nonsensical balkanization of Africa.
Biafra is not a crime. If Biafra is a crime, how do we call the people that go inside the bush to negotiate with Boko Haram? Biafra is not a crime. Yes, Biafra is not a crime. If Biafra is a crime, then tell me, how do we call the people that go into the forest? How do we call all the people that go inside the forest to negotiate with bandits, to negotiate with Boko Haram? How do we call them? Biafra is not a crime. Yes, Biafra is not a crime. So guys, welcome back once again. I believe we've all watched just several video clips that was displayed on your screen. And I promise that when we are back, we'll be getting into full details so that we'll know what the ICC have. And yes, as you can see on your screen, Justice Omotosho's conduct, particularly in cases involving prolonged detention, denial of fair trial rights, and disregard for binding domestic and international court orders, represent a grave abuse of judicial power when a judge trusted with protecting the law becomes an active instrument of oppression. Such actions transcend domestic misconduct and enter the realm of crimes against humanity as defined under international law. The systematic violation of fundamental human rights, including unlawful detention, judicial persecution, and the normalization of legal impunity, constitute a direct assault on human dignity. These acts do not occur in isolation. They form part of a broader pattern of state-enabled repression where the judiciary is weaponized to silence dissent and suppress lawful political expression. Under the Rome Statute, such conduct, when widespread or systematic, falls squarely within the ICC's jurisdiction. Life imprisonment in this case is not an act of vengeance but a necessary statement of deterrence and justice. It affirms that no individual, regardless of title or position, is above the law. It sends a clear message to judicial officers worldwide that complicity in human rights violations will attract the highest level of international accountability. Moreover, sentencing Justice Omotosho to life imprisonment would restore a measure of faith in global justice systems, particularly for victims who have exhausted all domestic remedies without relief. It would validate the suffering of those denied justice and reaffirm the ICC's role as a last resort for the oppressed. Justice must not only be done, but must be seen to be done. The ICC has both the moral and legal obligation to act decisively. Failure to do so would embolden future abuses and erode the very foundation of international human rights law. In the interest of justice, accountability, and the preservation of the rule of law, the International Criminal Court must investigate, prosecute, and upon conviction, sentence Justice James Omotosho to life imprisonment, thereby reaffirming that justice remains universal, impartial, and inviolable. So guys, you can now see the judgment passed to Justice James Omotosho, and this is exactly what we've been looking for. Finally, we've now seen it. Justice James Omotosho is now sentenced to life imprisonment. So guys, let me have your take on this. Do well to tell me what you feel in the comment section. Like this video, share this video, always leave a free Nnamdi Kanu in the comment section, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button and turn on this channel notification bell so that you won't be missing any trending updates about Nnamdi Kanu.